Next scene. This is a long fucking chapter. Does anybody remember the chapter title? Oh, it's about to be relevant. Xanna's scream echoed throughout all of Duskwood. What was that? A human girl asked and clinged onto a female night elf. The human girl was about a foot shorter than the night elf girl. She had tan skin, red hair that stopped at her shoulders and surrounded her face a little bit. A sweet-looking face, freckles, 2 innocent filled green eyes, some red lipstick, and 2 little earrings, 1 on each ear. She wore some blue linen pants and a long-sleeved blue linen shirt. She never really liked showing off her arms, stomach, or legs like all of the other girls, because all of this is important. It's not. The night elf girl patted one of her hands. It's okay, Sonia. Don't be afraid, she said in a nice, soft, quiet voice, and yet she could still be heard, like a powerful thunderstorm. Sonia looked at her night elf friend. She was so tall, and she had a great figure, beautiful blue eyes, perfect dark blue hair that she would always wear in pigtails. She would rest them on her front side. They ended right at the top of her chest, and she had a very nice face that had 2 line markings, 1 over each eye, and she had baby soft dark purple skin, and she would wear dark blue lipstick and different types of robes. Some were 1 whole piece, some were 2 separate pieces, but no matter how many pieces they were, she would always wear green. She's a night elf druid, that's why. Fucking stupid. This is annoying. Okay, Sophie, Sonia said. Just for the record, I'm trying my best to be entertaining with my voices. I'm sorry if they're all terrible, if they're more miss than hit. Who cares what that sound was? All I care about is who this dagger belongs to, Amel Drenai said as he stared at a dagger that he found in a rabbit. Sonia and Sophie looked at him. He was tall, taller than Sophie, but only by a few inches. He was buff, had blue skin and eyes. He would wear his black hair in an upwards ponytail, and he had 2 pointy horn type things that were in front of it. He was wearing brown pants known as the forest leather pants, and a white linen shirt. Over that was a green vest that showed his shirt in the upper chest area. The vest was known as the Riverpaw leather vest. Why are you so obsessed with that dagger, Katka? Sophie asked. Khadga continued to look at the dagger. Because this was handmade and used for nothing but killing. He showed it to the girls. See? They looked at it. All I see is a dagger. Sonia giggled. Khadga took the dagger away. Whatever. My point is, whoever made this dagger is a very skilled craftsman and killer. If I ever meet him, I will worship him for the rest of my life. What if it's a girl? Sophie asked. Then I'll marry her. Sophie rolled her eyes. Hurry up, you guys. I found the flowers that Sonia needs over here, a male voice said. A male night elf walked up to Sonia, Sophie, and Khadga. He was taller than both of the girls, but shorter than Khadga. He was very handsome. He had dark yellow eyes, long purple hair that stopped at the middle of his back, purple skin, and a dashing smile. He wore a pair of pants that showed little chains between the areas of red. His chest armor that he wore over his purple linen shirt was the same. They were the Raider's leggings and the Raider's chest piece. Sorry, brother, Sophie said. Khadga was showing us some silly dagger. Silly dagger? How dare you say that? He huffed. Sophie didn't pay any attention. Khadga gave her an irritated look. Then he looked at the other night elf. How can you live with that as a sister, Fanero? Fanero laughed. Years of practice. Now come on, the flowers are this way, he said and walked the other way again. The others followed. Next scene. I used to pronounce it Fianaro because I didn't know it was actually pronounced Fanero. Fanero had taken his friends to an area that was filled with peace bloom flowers. Hooray! Sonia cheered. She gave Fanero a big hug. Thank you so much, Finn. It was impossible to get any peace bloom in Elwyn Forest. All of the little girls kept picking them. No problem, Sonia. Sonia smiled at him. Then she stopped hugging him to pick some of the flowers. The others waited for her to get done picking them. Sophie kneeled down and felt the grass. Poor, poor grass. She looked at the trees. And the trees. I feel so sorry for this place. It was so much better before it was overcome by shadow. Hey! Khadga said. What? Fanero and Sophie asked. I found some sort of symbol of the owner on this dagger. He showed it to the night elves. The dagger was marked with a D. So what? Sophie asked. So what? This means that whoever owns the dagger's name starts with a D, making it a little easier on me to find him. Or her, Sophie said. And how do you know that's the beginning of their name? It could simply mean dagger, or dangerous, or don't touch. Khadga gave her another irritated look. He stopped when her ears twitched. So did Fanero's. Someone's in trouble, Fanero said. Yes, let us go and find them and be their rescuer, Sophie said and grabbed her stuff. Fanero pulled out his sword. Let's go, Soph. Sophie and her brother were about to head for the direction of the noise, but stopped when they realized Khadga was about to join them. Khadga, you stay here and watch Sonia. We'll be back shortly, Fanero said. Khadga frowned. I never get to fight. He walked back over to where Sonia was and pouted. Next scene. Xanna was trapped in some sort of spider cocoon on a web. She struggled to get free before the spiders came back. I thought you said you were gonna be a smart rogue and use stealth. I did, but then I bumped into a spider. You could have used a flash bomb. Any of you warcrafters who remembers flash bomb used to be a thing? Anybody remember that? Xanna was about to retort, but she couldn't because Izzy was right about that. I forgot about those, alright? Looking a spider in the face kind of makes you forget things like that. I don't care. You're an idiot, and now we're gonna die. Don't worry. If I can just get to my dagger. Xanna tried to reach for her dagger in the cocoon. I can get us out of here. She continued to reach for her dagger, but failed to retrieve it. Kinda hard to get a dagger when you're paralyzed, isn't it? Oh, shut up. At least I'm trying to get free. Izzy looked at her. Do you honestly think I will be of use? You could come up with an idea? How? You're paralyzed and trapped in a cocoon. Well, how did I get out of it last time? I don't know, because I was blacked out the whole time and just pushed it to the back of my mind so I'd never think of it again. Some guy was walking by and found you. Izzy folded her arms over her chest. I doubt we'll get that lucky again, she sighed. Looks like this is the end. Don't say that! Just hope! Xanna shook Izzy. She stopped when she saw a spider dragging one of its dead comrades to some younger spiders through a little hole in the cocoon. The little spiders ate the dead spider body. When the spider who was feeding them saw the little hole, it walked over and covered it with some more web. We're doomed, Xanna groaned.